When it comes to increasing your credit score, there is one key piece that will help you improve your credit score faster than any other option. So in this video, we're going to take a look at ways that you can reduce your utilization and increase your overall credit score. Hey everybody, I'm Waller's Wallet, and this channel is all about credit cards, credit card rewards, and showing you how you can use your points and miles to travel for less. So if that's something that interests you, consider subscribing and turn the bell notification on as well. Also, consider giving the video a thumbs up. It really does help the channel out. Now, the two most important pieces of your credit score is payment history and credit utilization. These two pieces alone make up almost 2/3 of your overall credit score. So while other parts are important, these are the two most important pieces. But of these two, if you're looking to increase your credit score fast, you need to focus on your credit utilization. And really, it should go without saying, but you should always make your payments on time. There are just so many tools out there to help you do this. You can do this with autopay, email reminders, and other ways as well. Now let's talk about your credit utilization rate, because your credit utilization is worth 30% of your total credit score. And to think of that in credit points on an 850 FICO score, that means your utilization is worth a total of 255 points, and that is a lot of points for your credit score. And that means your utilization is worth 255 points, and that is a lot of weight that goes into your credit score. And banks want to see your credit utilization under 20%, although I'm going to tell you, you want to be at 0% because anytime you're paying interest, it's going to outweigh any benefits of any points you're going to earn. Now let's talk about how utilization affects your credit score. See, to get full credit, all 255 points, you need your utilization to be at 0%. And as your utilization increases, your credit score decreases. For example, if you had a credit card with a $1,000 credit limit and you had a $900 balance, your utilization would be at 90%, meaning you would only get 10% of the total utilization points, which is just about 26 points. But if you were to decrease your balance to $200, your utilization would now be 20%, which means you're going to get 80% credit of those 255 points, which would be just over 200 points. And that alone would boost your credit score about 180 points, which is amazing. And beyond credit cards, a higher credit score helps secure you better rates for auto loans, a mortgage, and it can even help you get a lower rate when you refinance your student loans. So how do you decrease your utilization? Well, there are a few ways you can decrease your utilization, thus increasing your credit score. Let's start off by paying off that credit card. If you have enough money in your account to just pay off your credit card, then do it. And I think this is the most straightforward option if you're someone who has credit card debt. When you pay down your balance, your utilization goes down and your credit score goes up. And now I realize not everyone can do this, but if you have the money and you can do it, then you definitely should. Next, let's take a look at paying your credit card before the statement closes. Timing your payments can also help reduce your reported utilization. And if you happen to have a balance when your statement closes, that is going to be reported to the credit agencies, even if you're someone who pays your bill in full each and every month. So if you know your credit statement closes on the 1st, paying your credit card a few days earlier can really help you here. Because when the payment posts to your account, it's going to lower your balance and it's going to keep your reported utilization lower. And if you don't do this, you might see a temporary dip in your credit score even though you're paying your bill in full each and every month because the balance is being reported and it's increasing your utilization. And I personally always try to pay my credit card bills every 7 to 10 days to prevent any issue like this from ever happening. Next, you can open a new credit card. When you open a new credit card and are given more credit, this alone can help reduce your overall utilization. Now let's take a look at the example from earlier. If you happen to have a $900 balance on a card with a $1,000 limit, and let's say you apply for a new credit card and you are approved for a card with a $5,000 limit, you now have a $900 balance on a total of $6,000 of credit. And this is going to make your utilization 15% instead of 90%, which looks great in the bank's eyes. And this is going to increase your credit score because now you're going to get 85% of those 255 points as opposed to only 10% of those 255 points. And each time you get a new credit card with more credit, your total credit's going to go up and your overall utilization is going to decrease. Now, I should mention, your score will temporarily dip when you apply for a new credit card, but as long as you keep your utilization low, within a few months you should see this increase. Next, let's talk about balance transfers. And this one usually comes with a fee when you transfer a balance from one credit card to another. But if you're someone who happens to have a lot of credit card debt, Transferring your balance to a card with 0% interest can help you pay off your debt faster, which is going to increase your credit score. Now, if you are looking for a balance transfer card, you can take a look at one of the videos up here. I did do a video on balance transfer options. Now, another trick that some people will use is they will find a business credit card with 0% interest on balance transfers, and they will move a balance from their personal credit card to their business credit card. Now, the question you're probably asking is, why would you want to do that? Well, since business accounts aren't reported to your personal credit score, when you transfer a balance out to a business credit card, you're making it look like you no longer have that debt on your personal reports. Because now you're going to have a 0% utilization, which is going to boost your credit score. Now, you're still going to have that debt, but you've shifted it from your personal cards to your business cards. Plus, you can find business cards with 0% interest rates on balance transfers as well. And doing this is going to help increase your credit score even though you still have that credit card debt. Next, let's talk about not closing your credit card. Closing a credit card can have a negative impact on your utilization, and it's basically the reverse of what was happening when you opened a new credit card. Because if you still had that $900 balance on a $6,000 credit limit, but you closed the card with a $5,000 limit, you now have went from a 15% utilization back up to a 90% utilization, which is going to have a negative effect on your credit score. Now, if you're someone who already has a lot of credit, this is probably less of a concern for you. But if you're someone who doesn't have high credit limits, looking to keep your credit limits intact will help keep your utilization lower and thus keeping your credit score higher. See, keeping your credit score high is important for so many things. While there are many factors that impact your credit score, the fastest way to increase your credit score is to reduce your utilization. So my question for you is, have you ever used any of these options to reduce your utilization? Hey, if you like this video, consider giving it a thumbs up. And if you know somebody who might benefit from this video, feel free to share it with them. And if you want to help support the channel, a simple way is using the website or the description below. And until next time, everyone, safe travels and take care.